So let's start with Pringle. How do you get that name?
It's a long story. A good friend of mine, when I was 14, called me, his name's Ed Smith, he called me Pringle because I turned up for a week kayaking camp and all I had with me was a tent, a kayak and a packet of Pringles and a little bit of money. But he just cottoned on to the fact that I had these Pringles with me and that's all I had for the first couple of days going kayaking, just living off these. And that's how and it just stuck. And I've never been able to lose it.
Hey, so this pack of Pringles, would you recommend that as the winning diet for a world champion?
No, actually now I only eat raw fruit and vegetables. This is only what I eat. This is worked pretty good.
So that's probably much better than Pringles.
I ditched Pringles a while ago, but kept the nickname.
Okay, hey, let's start with your world title. And let's start with the obvious, but how does it feel?
Amazing. It hasn't really hit me yet. Like I still can't really believe it. Like it was so close in the end, and I was so nervous, and then to get told I got it, oh, it's amazing.
Was it something you thought you would be capable of with you know, people like Nick Troughton, Peter Xonka? Yeah, did you expect this?
I always especially this last couple of years, I trained really hard, and my kayaking it's always been like really high, especially in practice, and I always kind of struggled with the mental side in competition to show it. So I always knew like I was capable of like all the moves and getting the points and everything, but I kind of struggled to show it in competition, and like I worked a lot on that, and this time I finally managed to bring it out a bit.
How did you work on that, on the mental side?
I did quite a lot of reading on it, I do meditation every day, and just tried to calm myself down. And like actually the first few rounds I was a bit too relaxed, and then this not today, I tried to psych myself up a bit more, and it worked.
I think you started upstream, if I'm correct. You're there on your own. You probably hear some noise here, and then you're paddling and you're going into the wave. Tell me, what happens there in the wave?
Basically, I try and get myself pretty like pumped up before I get on, then I drop down and do my entry move. And my aim is always to get my big four moves, which is both McNasty's and both Phonics's, and I try and get them as big as possible, jump as high as I can, and get the Phonics's really vertical. And then I also want to get a big loop in, somewhere mixed in between the two sets of those moves. And then after this, I really trying to get like either Space Godzillas or Lunar Orbit or some variant of this. And like my winning ride, I think it was like an entry move, both McNasty's, both Phonics, loop, Space Godzilla, and Lunar Orbit. And it's kind of really a lot of moves to try and get into 45 seconds, especially on a hole like this where it takes some time to set up. I just was like taking it one move at a time and trying to go as big as I can.
When you're in that wave, do you really consciously think, or is everything going in a flow, almost unconscious? Mentally, what goes on there?
I try and not think. I always pass my best when I don't think. If I'm thinking, I get slow and it doesn't work. So I was really trying hard this time to like imagine my run above, like when I'm waiting for the judges to say go, and then when I drop down, I'm just trying not to think and just feel and go as big as I just thinking to go big, pretty much.
Yeah. Great Britain seems to be quite a powerhouse in the paddle sports. What are you guys doing?
Well, we have like a lot of really good training facilities there. I think we have like 4 or 5 white water courses across the country now. We have like a really strong club scene, so lots of kayakers and juniors coming in there. We have quite a good competition scene within all the disciplines actually. So it's kind of a perfect breeding ground for kayaking. And like finally in freestyle we're starting to take some of the main medals now, and it just shows we have a perfect training ground.
Yeah. Hey, my last question. Next year you've got the World Cups. In 2013 we've got the World Championships in the US. How are your next few years going to look like? What are you going to do?
Train even harder. Probably do some more traveling. I want to do some more bigger volume, bigger wave kind of things, and try and win some more worlds and World Cups. See what I can do. Yeah. See how far I can take it.
I wish you good luck with that, and congratulations with your world title.
Thank you.